I know we grew up a little too fast. I miss the days that we chill and relax.
We're going to pick up on Bitcoin now. It's as good as time as any, I suppose. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get down into it. Finished the backtesting results video yesterday, and you can just see the amount of time and effort that I put into this strategy, and refined it to the point where the results are all on that video. So it's a short 15-minute video. Check it out. You can just see it here, and you know, if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth a watch. And this is what I've been trying to share with people, but it's very quiet at the moment. There's not very many views on the videos or much engagement in the groups, so may just relax on this type of promotion. Let's just say this promotion of free information that's going to make you money. But you know, I understand that there's a lot of shit in this environment, so you know, I'm gonna take a bit of a back seat. There's a lot of people out there now offering advice with regards to investment and things, and yeah, I don't want to get lost in that world, so I might have to back into the shadows again. So picking this up, okay, yesterday we was working our way up past the 30k area. As you can see, nice wick here into collect some orders back up. Over the course of yesterday, you know, we worked our way up, spiked up outside of the 4-hour level, inside bar, and then a break to the downside. So pretty clean there. So if we was working this, you know, the potential trades would come in, you know, after this wick here, and we're in this white area. You know, this is where we would be eyeing up something. So right here we've got an inside bar formation, okay, and then after the next is a kind of another inside bar formation. So a potential trade entry could have come here, and you know, I may be talking about hindsight type of thing, but I'm just trying to elaborate on how we would use this information, okay, because I'm not too sure whether people understand how to use these information. Why is this guy sharing charts every day? But these levels are very accurate. So as we can see, you know, so just a few days back, as this broke up above this level, it sustained and then went higher. As we can see here, it's come up, it's holding below. Next candle, it's pretty much down there. So you know, trading is technical analysis. Okay, cool. So if we just move to the Trendmaster, so I just move this to the side. So let's look at the trade instead on the Trendmaster. So the price is approaching the Trendmaster line. Okay, we've spiked up now. This 1-hour level look touched to the exact. Okay, and if we look at that previous area, that 4-hour stuff that we was talking about, as you can see, it got wedged in here, tried to poke out 3 times, and then finally went. So this one's poked its head up, touched the level, come back and closed below the Trendmaster level. Next candle, once again poked out, closed below the Trendmaster level, no trade yet. Okay, we're moving down. Okay, so this is not short yet, or it could be a long, but with this resistance level at the top there, it's probably not wise, so we're just chilling. Okay, so we're retesting the Trendmaster level now, and now we've closed below. So eyes on potential trade there to be short. So we've closed back above now, so it's like a case of, oh man, but then we've closed below. So it's always good to just wait for the next candle, or you know, just be a bit patient, be cautious. As you can see there, retested that upper level, and we're hanging around, and now we've moved. Okay, so that's how we would attack that trend, that trade there. Okay, so I find it's just important just to share some comments about how you would attack these types of scenarios, because yeah, you can take every trade as it closes up and down, but what you're going to find is that if the next candle closes below, you could potentially lose a bit of profit, and then as you close, switch the trade, and then the candle closes back the other way. You're going to do it again. It's going to be frustrating, and you'll likely start to move away from this strategy. So it pays just to watch, okay, what the price level does around that level, learn the candlestick formations, apply the levels onto the chart, and so on, and it all comes together. as one. So with that being said, where are we now? So first of all, let's just measure that trade. Push down, so let's just measure it from about here. Another 3.86% trade. Previous trade here, candle closure below, very clean. Yeah, on the 1 hour level, slightly below the 1 hour level. We've had a 4.6% move. Prior to that, 11.2, and so on. So something that I'm just looking at now is that we have this wick, and we've just gone down, and we're trying to penetrate that area here. We've got divergence on the 1 hour, so looking very interesting. I mean, I don't want to kind of put myself out there again, but you know, potential long position here. Okay, could have the stop loss super tight underneath this wick. I recommend, I mean, back up to the Trendmaster level. Look, that's a 3-hour trade. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the Trendmaster, how to trade it, and comments. So we'll just leave that there for a moment. So Trendmaster level at the moment 30,290, lower area 28,600, and the high upper range now we're going to adjust it down to here. Okay, cool. So that's all for Bitcoin today. Let's just talk. So I haven't talked about FracShare for a while. It's been a bit quiet, but again, this is another strategy. I do like this coin, so just operating this strategy. Now, the last kind of 5 moves on the Trendmaster, I just want to talk about this because this has happened over a week. So as you can see here, I've labelled up this chart, and the first breakout here, you know, sometime midday on the 25th of May, we've broken up. Okay, we've pushed up, potential 4.5% trade. We've moved down below the Trendmaster here. You can enter short or just sell the position. Okay, so for example, you're holding FXS coin, and you just sell that to Frax, which is the stable coin, or USDC or DAI or something like that. Price moves down 8%, near enough. Okay, sideways action, plenty of time to get out there or buy back in, and then it's broke to the upside here. 11% move, could potentially sell out there. This has come back down, retested that Trendmaster level, and then we've had another 6.6% move up. Could sell out here, or like I've put on this dotted line, you could sell out when it reaches this dotted line. You know, we're talking about 5-6% moves here in the space of half a day. Okay, so you know, you're doing 10k. That's $600, $650. It's very easy. I've seen people just generate 50k loans off DeFi, collateral, make this move in a day, pay off the loan, hold the profit. Okay, candlestick here closed down below, 8.5% move to the downside on that level, as you can see here, and yeah, so it was pushing back up last night, but we'll see where we are now. So as you can see, we're pretty much on that level now. So you know, FracShare looking okay. We've got some divergences printing here. You know, it's still a bit iffy to me, but we'll see what happens over the weekend here. You know, when this cracks back up above this level, then I'm going to be buying FXS, switching my Frax into FracShare. Okay, so as you can see here on the Frax Finance website, the other chains, okay, that you can use Frax on. So you know, I'm going to be looking at another maybe layer 2 Arbitrum, Optimism, maybe Optimism actually. I'm thinking about that. Maybe do some on Polygon as well, or a Moonriver, Moonbeam. Okay, so that's a few different ones. So we get Polygon, Optimism, Moonriver, Moonbeam, those 4, and Arbitrum. So those 5 are potential candidates where we can start to bridge these assets over and use the Trendmaster to build these pots on the different blockchains. Okay, using this strategy and using the collateral. You can leave some on Ethereum, but trading it on Ethereum, you're going to need some large numbers. Okay, so Hope that makes sense. So let's just wrap the video up with a few different little fundamentals, some things that need to just mention, and then we're going to lock it up. Okay, one little snippet I just want to share before we log off here is WEF, World Economic Forum, is on everybody's brain at the moment, you know, with their quotes and, you know, psyop programming ideas, you know, Inception, the movie, where they program ideas in people's heads. You know, this is what's going on here. They're simply trying to pre-program an idea, and you know, they're doing it well. But this little snippet is regarding cryptocurrencies, and with regards to, let's just say, experimentation. So, you know, Bitcoin. I'm not saying Bitcoin is this, but I'm going to follow it up with some information in a moment, and it's very interesting. So the point this guy's making here is that, you know, there's experiments out there that are being conducted at the moment with regards to digital currency, crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You know, it's come from an anonymous source, supposedly to combat inflation or the centralized monetary system. But needless to say, take a listen to this.
Fast forward 5 years. Do we have a central bank digital coin out there in the world that is being utilized on a daily basis, whether it's wholesale or retail, and it becomes a superior system? Francois, yes or no?
We have several experiments which are not very far from that. They're not yet generalized, but they could be, let's say, the next 3 years.
I am also a believer that will come in 5 years, yes. What I try to say is, obviously, you know, we still have those huge legacy environment. They need to migrate as well, so we will not yet see all the benefits coming through, but it will come and will be much more efficient, also probably much more secure.
So, just to recap there, you know, this is what these people have been working towards, you know, the one world government, the one world currency, etc. Okay, cool. Yeah, we know that. But the point is here is the point where they've been saying they have been doing, you know, legacy systems, experiments, etc. You know, these experiments have been happening under the radar. Who's not to say that the cryptos out there are the experiments? You know, it's quite simple. Cover is the scenarios for future of technology, which I've done numerous videos in the past about this. You know, I was shouting about this in 2019, and the lockstep scenario come true. So unfortunately this has gone off the internet now, so we have to find the Internet Archive, and this PDF is basically a breakdown of the future and their scenarios. Okay, so this was, I think it was written in about 2010, and you can see these different scenarios they developed. So this lockstep, essentially shutting down the global supply chain. So, you know, when you read this, it talks about, you can just pause this and read this now, it talks about a virus, okay, and shutting down the global economy, and that's exactly what happens. So just be aware of that. Okay, you can see at the end of the scenarios, this timeline, explain the role of philanthropy in the different scenarios. Okay, now who are these people? These people are these so-called philanthropists, Bill Gates, these so-called billionaires who are, you know, almost seen as the good guys. They have the solutions. Okay, this is their role. Technology, how technology is used. So if you're not strong-minded and almost like can think critically, this may program you. So just be careful. So moving forwards, okay, Clever Together, the one that really stands out for me, Hack Attack. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but Hack Attack, economically unstable and shock-prone world. Okay, governments weaken, criminals thrive, dangerous innovations. So have a read of this. It's very interesting. It might open your eyes. You can see that the timeline at the end, the areas, and you know, there's other scenarios. So this one actually, Smart Scramble, economically depressed world. Yeah, this is almost like a timeline. So I'm not saying this is going to happen, but just gives you an idea of how these people think and what they're bearing in mind. This is 12 years ago. So with that bit of information, hope open your eyes here. Going to be offline for a while now. Put out quite a lot of content, and I think it's time to lay low for a while and chill out. So that being said, where you can contact me. Cheers.
No one else to say now. I just need to numb the pain.